How's it going, guys? My name is Doe, and today we are on part 9 of the playthrough. I don't know why I'm already getting lost. That's kind of sad. We're on part 9 of the playthrough, and at the moment we only have two main quests, which are King of the Hill and Forest Slayer's Apprentice. So I've done a little bit of grinding off the camera, and right now all I need to get my last talent point is one more escalation, which I'm gonna go ahead and queue for that right meow. So queue for that. And some tips for escalation, real quick, if you're new. When it comes to your amp points, you have initially mostly amp upgrades you can select from. You have one amp unlock. This isn't that great at the moment. It's like if you do pick this amp unlock, it can be kind of cool for weapons that do big burst damage, like the axe toss or mostly the axe toss. But even then, it's not that fantastic. Instead, you have these other options, which I think are far better. So if you're playing in a full group and you're communicating, I would suggest squad goals. If you're playing solo like me, do not take squad goals. And instead, Torrent Shield's pretty good, and Executioner is really good. And then the other option will be Minder's Gift, but I suggest taking Breath of Life because this gives you lifesteal if you get the option to get the amp. So, lifesteal's pretty good. Lifesteal is really good. Since in Escalation, something I didn't cover last time, when you use your potions to heal, that opens yourself up to getting an amp from the lodestone that gives you back more tonics, which might seem fine, but you could just not use you could try not to use your tonics, and you get better RNG on other amps. If you see what I'm saying. So it's either use a healing tonic to survive a hit, or have lifesteal from some source, and then not have to worry about wasting your amp or wasting an amp slot from healing. If that might sound confusing. I'll show you what I mean in the hunt, I guess, because that sounds turbo confusing. And this is the build I'm using. This is the build I've been using in Escalation. Pretty straightforward. It's not even all that maxed, but it's doing a lot of work. I'm going through the content pretty fast, and we'd be going through it even faster if I had overpower cells, which I still do not have, and it makes me sad. Like, just give me the cells, man. Let me has them. Let's go ahead and get this going. And for Escalation, I think it took me about... I think I did 5 escalations. 4 to 5 escalations, and I finished the first quest, which was to get 1 talent point, or to do Escalation in general, and then to spend a talent point, and then to get 5 talent points. So I think it takes around 5 escalations to get your 5 talent points. So that's not bad. That's actually not too big of a grind. First off, we have Chirog. And by the way, Escalation is pretty cool because you get a ton of break parts, and this behemoth is, I feel like it's even weaker in Escalation than it normally is outside of Escalation, which is kind of cool. And plus, having these modifiers that sometimes help you out makes it even better. Makes it even weaker, actually. Make it easier to kill. Almost didn't. Wait, I didn't get a stack of Reaper Stance off that. Okay, I want to try and break that weak spot right there. It seems pretty lit. Why is it so, like, it's called a weak spot. It ain't feeling too weak right now. Please? Okay, lit. Weak spots trigger a shock proc on behemoths because this is a shock escalation, and that is pretty cool. It's nice overall. Like, it's nice having a theme for the escalation. Right now it's shock themed, and again the next one will be a blaze escalation, so I'm really eager for that one. Overall, Escalation offers so much to the game, and it is honestly a pretty good idea to grind Escalation just a little bit to unlock one of the perks that I just forgot. Well, once we got Escalation, I'll show you guys what the perk is, because there are some really cool things you can do with Escalation to speed up your progression for not too much effort. I was super scared of those little ice things right there, so I was trying not to hit those while interrupting Stormclaw, so I missed the interrupt, trying not to get clapped. Bop. This Scrave should get bodied, like I just did right there. Yeah, this Scrave's getting destroyed. Ah, okay. I was hoping to clap these people. I cannot get a collateral, that's unlucky. The Scrave should be almost dead here. Nice. You, oh man, you do so much. Hello? You do so much work. Stormclaw is under the influence. I repeat, Stormclaw is under the influence. Oh. Oh, oh, you're raging? Okay. I just want to play the game. Okay. Hello? What is that kind of magic trick? It's like in the wall. So I picked up Executioner. I think it's just called Executioner. I'm not sure what the amplifier is, but I get more damage when behemoths are half health, or half health or below, something like that. So in dual hunts, I should really try my best. What are you doing? Try my best to get both behemoths if I'm in a dual hunt to half health to get 50% damage since I have upgraded. It's the it's the right thing to do. Right thing to do. Can't talk, man. It's the right thing to do. But this is hopefully going to be a pretty good amp from Rat Meow. Spiteful Onslaught, Spiteful Evasion. I'll go with Onslaught. Action, nah, I'll go with Paragon's Blessing. I think it's better to have damage right now. Once you get the option to have better builds and to focus towards more builds, you get more amps unlocked. Crit chance is the way to go if you get lucky with that as well. But right now, I think just having raw damage is better. We cancel the bees. Maybe we can break that. Nope. Okay, that hits me. That's fair, I guess. Yo, the lightning is doing work. So this is a tracking lightning move, and it tracks you, so you can position yourself on the behemoth to have it hit the behemoth instead of you if you dodge. So it's I think it's my favorite modifier in the entire game. There's so much outplay, so much just like there's a way to actually use it to your advantage and not just run from it. I think that's pretty cool. More cool than this behemoth. Dude, Careback is whack. Oh, you're dead. That's what you get. And we're already to the last round of this escalation. So it's pretty quick. Honestly, escalation 1 to 13 is pretty quick if you have some decent gear. Nothing crazy, just decent gear, which we do. Thank our good picks and our big IQ for picking out the decent gear. And honestly, I think most of it is like just having Hellion Chainblades. Hellion Chainblades make a big difference. Okay, this might be a little rough because that's Ragetown Asher. Okay, I did not get what I wanted there, which was an interrupt. Well, stop. What is this? Tokyo Drift. I could have booped that. Now we're fine. Hit him with the... I didn't hit a part. No. That's a big nuke move. Hit that, though. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out. I don't want to be for that. I don't want to be there for that. Or this. So this is where having lifesteal would be so helpful. I don't want to get hit by this, so I'm gonna go ahead and... Yo, Strike just got clapped by my AoE. How's that feel, brother? And by the way, Chain Blades are so good in this mode. So good in this mode. Also happy we made Chain Blades because they are slapping right now. Like, Snasher. Oh. Hit him with the death. Oh, you're not dead. Nah. Okay. So, as Escalation, there's not really much to say because it's so fast paced. It's hard to really talk about it. It's hard to say what's going on because everything is so fast paced. But I will say Chain Blades are really good in this mode, and I do strongly suggest them because Chain Blades. I think Chain Blades right now are like the jack of all trades. Meaning that they can do everything that every other weapon can do. They're like everything that's important that every other weapon can do at the moment. And they're also like probably the best weapon in the game for interrupting behemoths, which is a very important thing in the game. So Chain Blade's got it going on right now. They're popping. But we get a ton of parts for doing that. Pretty cool. Base rewards and gatherables. Nice. And we got a lot of Furious Rage scales right there, which is going to be good for upgrading some of our gear, I think. We might need to do some of that. But overall, pretty solid run. And now, we finished that part of the quest. I'm curious what the next part is, because it might want us... we only finished half of the quest, because it says to spend 5 talent points, which we're about to do. I'm pretty sure we have the required XP to get another talent point, and we'll be at 5. So hopefully I can do some math. Oh, I'm insane. So I think you get around 800 to... I think you get around 800 XP per 1 through 13 escalation, around, roughly. That's pretty good. And we also got a power boost for getting 5 talent points, so escalation will become even easier now. It'll do even more damage. That's nice. You do more damage, you take less damage in escalation. So that's pretty lit. And we can spend 1 more talent point. Let's go ahead and go for Breath of Life. So we have 5 talent points spent. And what I would suggest to y'all is if you have the time, I would definitely grind out escalation so you can get this patrol chest bonus at 8 talent points. This makes it so you get 5 bonus shock orbs from any patrol. This will make grinding this game so much easier. You could do a blaze patrol and get guaranteed shock orbs on top of the blaze orb you're going to get from that patrol. Or anything, any patrol. It works for any patrol. This is great. This makes grinding so much better. So I really suggest doing this for this escalation and for future escalations. Try and get this chest as fast as possible if you're grinding the game and going for orbs. This will make your life easier. So yeah, it's pretty good thing to do. Pretty solid pick right there. And we have equip weapon and armor of power level 450 for each. I'm gonna try and see what we can really do quickly for that. And I'm not really sure there is anything. We have to get Shining Arkstone. So I think we can't do this quest yet. We have to actually focus on the Farsight's Apprentice. This is our next big quest we have to do. And I'm gonna make a separate video for that since that will be pretty long, I think. So I think that's all we have. Like all we have for this video is just doing the King of the Hill quest. So pretty quick playthrough for that. It's not like the 30 to 40 minute vids, which I don't try to make these things super long. I try to just do as much as... I try to include what's important and not do a bunch of reruns in the same video. Like I don't want to show you guys escalation 5 times in a row. That's not very fun. I wouldn't want to watch that, so I try and cut that out. So I apologize for these being super long if they are super long, but regardless, I do appreciate you guys watching this. And that was part 9 of the playthrough. Pretty short, but to the point. So hopefully it helped you guys out. Hopefully it gave you guys some new information you didn't know before, and hopefully it was helpful. But thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.